My name is Eliza Fraser. I am the Science Advancement Manager here at the South African National Space Agency. So SANSA started off way back in 1932 when at that time we were known as the Magnetic Observatory. Here in Hermanus particularly, we are studying the Earth's magnetic field and how that changes. And we also look at the interaction of the Sun with the Earth's magnetic field. And we are the Regional Warning Center for Space Weather. And if I say space weather, that's the weather in space where we send satellites into. So at SANSA we're very interested in that environment. So our scientists are busy with different kind of projects all the time. Our chief scientist, Professor Kosh, is involved in a multinational radar project in the North Pole called the iSCAT, an international project that also allows scientists with a good sense of how the magnetic field is changing at the polar region. And we don't only have scientists working here at SANSA, we also have the engineers. So the engineers are involved in the development of very sophisticated electronic compasses that we call magnetometers that can be mounted on satellites. So those are some of the exciting projects that our scientists and engineers are involved with here at SANSA. Science education provides learners with the opportunity to develop skills. And these are what we refer to as science process skills, which involves observing, putting together graphs, analyzing data, and all of this can lead to the development of critical thinking skills. And science and mathematics go hand in hand. You can't do science without mathematics. So you then develop your mathematics skills within a science context. And with those kinds of skills, the critical thinking skills, you can fit into any environment. And I believe that these are skills that you will keep and you will retain that for the rest of your life. And I also believe that every citizen should be a science literate citizen, because we need to understand the world around us, even though we don't do formal science or we pursue careers in science, but it's good to know what our world is all about. I believe that we need scientists, especially in our country, to help with answering questions that we might not have found the answer to. And I believe it's a very important task that parents have to encourage their children to take science. And I also believe that you can never start too early. And the examples that we have around us here at SANSA, where you see young people coming from deep rural areas that actually excel in science. If you have that drive, that little seed that you know, oh, you like putting 1 and 1 together and getting to 2 as an answer, that is a start. And I believe that we need to encourage our youth. And the other main point for me is also that you should never ever give up. And I see it here at SANSA with our students. It's not always the brightest students necessarily that get to the point where we say they've excelled, they've got the PhD. It's those people that do not give up. They persevere. So that is my belief system. Do not give up. It's not impossible. You can do it because others before you have done it. There's nothing stopping you from pursuing science as a career and making your mark in this world, and maybe you can be the next Einstein of the African continent.